announcements for you. In the years past, we've always had a flyover for our parade by the antique aircraft from the Sonoma Antique Escadrille, led by Bill Wirtz. With sadness this year, we announced that there will be no flyover. This portion of our parade was canceled due to security concerns. We hope to have them return next year. And right now, I'd like to introduce the judges for this year's parade. Most of them have been here for all 10 years. We have a new gentleman this year. We'd like to start with Rod Wood, who's the city manager here in Novato. Mr. Bill Cope has been with us for 10 years. Liz Terraza, I think, has also been here a long time with us. Mr. Tucker Forbes from Novato High School. I believe this is his first year. And down at the far end over there is Dr. Jim Coddington. And also, ladies and gentlemen, without a lot of help from a great number of volunteers, this show couldn't be produced. We have a lot of fun here. We're going to have a great time. We hope you do too. So again, welcome to the 10th Annual 4th of July Parade 2002 in Novato. As a prelude to the parade, we have a contingent from the City of Novato Multicultural Commission, the Chinese Lion Dancer, followed by lots and lots of supporters of the Multicultural Commission. This lion is considered lucky, and his presence will bring good fortune and good luck to our parade and to our town. These dancers use the Hoshan style of Southern Chinese lion dancing, which is characterized by music, which emphasizes the movements of the lion. Behind the lion dancers is their sponsor, the City of Novato's Multicultural Commission. This commission has also created the Faces Novato banner project, which some of them actually are carrying today. The commission also sponsors the movies in the park each summer. Today, they are passing out lollipops with the message, "One world, many flavors." Their parade theme is United for Diversity Education, with liberty and justice for all. And as you notice, Novato does stand united. That's a good way to start the show off, ladies and gentlemen. The City of Cultural Commission Chinese Lion Dancers. about a great big hand for the Novato Multicultural Commission to try. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, from the Novato Multicultural Commission. It's a pleasure to have you, and thanks for starting our parade off this year. City of Novato. Gina Lease, Jennifer Goldfinger, also from the city of Novato. Lynn and Marky Hines, who happen to be the people that started this parade about 10 years ago. They're going to be our grand marshals. You'll see them in just a little while. We also have Hugo Innocente, who's going to be walking with his Swiss dogs, I believe they call them, the Swiss mountain dogs. We have Barbara Kohnberger of the city of Novato, Vicki McDill, Novato Physical Therapy, Jeff Meston of the Novato Fire Department. And ladies and gentlemen, this is their 76th year here in this town. So we salute the men and women in our fire department. We also salute the men and women in uniform in the Novato Police Department also. They do an excellent job in this town keeping things going. Oh, and by the way, the fire department under direction of Jeff Meston this year has down at Marion Field, we're going to have the old antique fire trucks and cars. We also are going to have a rock and roll band down there. We're going to have a barbecue. So when the parade is over, we'd like to not have the effect of everybody leaving. I'd like to see you down at Marion Field. Tom and the Cats are going to be playing over there. DOTPA, the Chamber of Commerce, they have a booth set up so that you can see what your streets are going to look like during the revitalization and afterwards. So you get a chance, please head on down that. I think we have Jubilee jumps for the kids also. And if I'm not mistaken, we do have, let's see what else do we have there. We've got a lot of stuff. I'll get more information as we go along. We do have food and entertainment. There's no doubt about that. Chuck Rogo from Old Town Artworks, Jerry Peters from Brayton and Purcell, Lynn Roders from Peony Hardware, April Stark, Peggy Trimble, Pat Willett, of course, from the right here in front of the stand, as a matter of fact. Wave, Pat. Brian Woodson and Chip Young. And again, we'd also our judges up here. They do an excellent, excellent job. I think there's one other group I'd like to thank. Standing over here by the cameras is your public access, NPAT, Channel 71.
Next thing is trying to get a ticket for what you want to go to. That's not easy either.
As they normally do, though. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, Project X, put together by San Marino High School, the Novato Police Department, and the business people in this town. And like I said before, it's driven by Officer Michael Howard. Or is that Michelle? Oh, it's Michelle. They switched on me. Oh, Mika. How did they switch? Oh, we'll take you, though. Yeah, well, we'll take her.
They're saying everybody should stand up for the flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please stand as the flag passes by. Ladies and gentlemen, honor America. This is the Novato High School ROTC, the longest running Air Force ROTC unit in California, chartered in 1966. The Novato program is one of over 600 nationwide. Their mission is to foster better students, better leaders, and better citizens. In addition to leadership and academics, the junior ROTC puts heavy emphasis on community service. The cadets also compete in drill competitions, chess, softball, bowling, and volleyball. Last year, they also took first place in the academic challenge. Today, we have the color guard with cadets from the summer program. The Cub Scout Pack, number 186, carrying a banner proclaiming the theme of this year's parade. Novato stands united. Today they are marching as a united marching kazoo band playing America the Beautiful. Cub Pack 186 in Novato was formed in 1978. For many years, Pack 186 has received the Marin Council Quality Unit Award. And as a unit, the Scouts collect food for the hungry during the holidays, sing for the elderly, and perform church and community projects. These Scouts do fun activities such as camping, hiking, swimming, boating, and kazooing, of course. BB gun and archery. Other activities include Pinewood car building and racing, sporting events, gardening, building, collecting, skit performing, cake making, and many other activities. Okay, the next is Albert Nudis. Al Nudis' horse and buggy carrying our Grand Marshals, Lynn and Marky Hines. This year marks the 10th annual 4th of July parade, which Lynn and Marky founded in 1993. Lynn served as chair of the parade committee for 8 years. Lynn and Marky owned Marin Photo in downtown Novato until 1999, when they sold the business. Lynn was also president of DOTBA, which is the Downtown Old Town Business Association, and for many years since its inception. Both have also been active members of the Novato Historical Guild for many years. With them, they have their 6-year-old granddaughter, Eleanor, who has watched the Novato parade for 5 of her 6 years. Ladies and gentlemen, who we have the parade found. Oh, look at this, in this beautiful, is that a Ford? Oh, no, that's not a Ford, that's a Sebring convertible. I know, I have one just like it. And now, we have our mayor, Mr. John Monty. Jeannie Fitzsimmons car, it's a 2000, no, that's not the one. That's one just passed. This is a Kathy Dean, as a matter of fact. Hi, Kathy. This is a 1940 Burgundy Ford. It's owned by Kathy Dean and is definitely carrying our mayor, John Monty. Happy 4th, John. Bill Turlow Sr. is a 1999 Corvette. Uh-oh, they switched again. Oh, that's your wife doing that? I'm sorry. Oh, hey. Well, this is Mike DeGiorgio, our city council, I think Mayor Pro Tem, if I'm not mistaken, right? Our next is Vic Mencarelli. He's driving, he has Miss Pat Eklund back in there. Oh, they keep switching on me here. Always, right? Hi, Pat. By the way, Pat has also helped get all of our volunteers together. That was in 1966. Uh-oh.
You know what, Don? They didn't give me the driver's name, they didn't give me the VIP name.
No. Okay, this is Vic and Betty Mencarelli. It's a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air convertible. He's got Carol Dillon Lutz in the back seat of that car. Hi, Carol. Welcome to the 4th of July. Bill, thank you. Okay, next is a 1968 Super Sport Chevy Camaro convertible. It's Leslie Smith's, and it's carrying Council Member Bernie Myers. Hey, Bernie, welcome. Nice to have you. Next is Donna Parker. Donna is carrying our county supervisor, Miss Cynthia Murray, and it's a 1971 Cadillac Eldorado. Welcome, Cynthia. Next vehicle up, 1962 Ford Thunderbird. 390 cubic inch engine with wire wheels is carrying State Assemblyman Mr. Joe Nation. Well, actually, I don't think it's carrying him. I think he's running. I see Joe running out there.
See you, Joe.
By the way, this car is owned by Mr. Vance Piper.
Hey, Don, Novato Fire District is coming up.
We are 3. One over the other side.
Our next entry from Novato, of course, the Novato Fire Protection District. This is their 76th year. We've had a chance to honor these gentlemen. They do an outstanding job for this community. Jeff Meston is driving the 1928. Oh, where'd he go? Somebody hit Jeff again, didn't he? By the way, the fire department has a great display set up down at Marion Field. We have the old and the new cars. They have a barbecue set up down there. I know Jeff has been working really hard with his group to get this together. So ladies and gentlemen, again, let's welcome the Novato Fire District. Now there's about the hardest working guy in the fire department. How you doing, Ray?
Looking good for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Novato Fire Department. Next up, from St. Francis Preschool. It's located here in Novato, and its students are 3 and 4 years old. It has been in existence for over 30 years. The children are proudly wearing their school T-shirts and the colors of red, white, and blue. They decorated their own bikes, trikes, and wagons for this parade. They are proud to be a part of the parade as representatives of their school, their city, and their country. Welcome, St. Francis Preschool. Had a slight accident there.
That's part of the act.
Oh, is that part of the act?
That's it.
Welcome, St. Francis. The next entry from the Bank of Marin. We have the Bank of Marin PT Cruiser. Phyllis Cope, Peter Pelham, and the staff. Your community bank. I don't know who all's hiding in there.
Brazil, Brazil, campeão do mundo 5 vezes.
Oh, I see Carrie hiding in the back seat there.
2-0.
Hi, Phyllis.
Good to see you, Peter.
How you doing, Peter? Okay. The Olimpoli people. This float is presented by the California Department of Parks and Recreation and the Olimpoli people, the nonprofit support organization of Olimpoli State Park. Welcome to the parade. It's a pleasure to have you. Vintage 1962 Cadillac Noble Mobile, representing the world's greatest philanthropy. A great big hand for the Marin Shrine Club. Oh, that used to be a hearse. Aha. What happened? Oh, you got a bunch of deadbeats back there, you said? I don't think they heard that. Oh, I see. It goes both ways, he said.
Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Next, ladies and gentlemen, please stand to honor the veterans of foreign wars. This marching group is composed of veterans of foreign wars from World War II to the present conflicts. Their post is located 844 Sweetser Avenue in Novato. Ladies and gentlemen, the veterans of foreign wars. And not only these gentlemen right here, but the men and women serving our armed forces around the world should be well remembered on today. Next is a cleanup crew. They're the NorCal Waste Systems, a 12-person drill team composed of San Francisco Garbage Men, the NorCal Drill Team. Ladies and gentlemen, the NorCal Waste Team. That's a group of drill teams you'll never see anywhere else in this country. And only Novato has them. The next group up, Garbarino number 1. The first vehicle in line, a 1955 International Marin, no, that's not it. Yep, Marin Sanitary Garbage Truck, it says here. Oh, it's over there. The second is a 1942 Dodge Command Car, Patty Garbarino and the Garbarino family. It's always a pleasure to have you back. Number 3 is a Navy Shore Patrol Jeep. Mario Gelati and Charlie Pagnani. Number 4 is the Patton Command Jeep, driven by Mr. Ray Torrey. Ray, thank you. Number 5, a 1941 Dodge Command Car, driven by David Freitas and the Garbarino family. Number 6, the 1952 Italian Lancia with band, Frank Delfino with the G-Man Band. The next vehicle up survivors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand to honor the Pearl Harbor survivors. These gentlemen are Johnny Rashclob, James Pigeon, Carol Walker, Gene Morrell, George Larson, Francis Jenkins, A&E Chipperari, Harry Fitzbon, Mark C.G. Clunk, Besby Frank Holmes, and Frank Lasson. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pearl Harbor, the survivors. We salute you, ladies and gentlemen. Next is a 1943 Ford amphibious scout vehicle. It's driven by Mr. George Kagwin, right? Or Captain Kagwin, we should say. Next is a 1965 Jeep reconnaissance vehicle with ammo trailer. It's driven by Mr. Rudy Tescallo.
Hey, Don, the gentleman in the sidecar is Mr. Garbarino.
Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't notice, in that sidecar over there, it's Mr. Garbarino. Number 10 is a 1953 Alfa Romeo Italian Jeep. It's driven by Matt Gerving. Thank you, Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Garbarino. Thank you. Happy 4th. A 1944 Dodge 3/4-ton ambulance, driven by Father Jeremy. A 1942 Armored Recon vehicle, driven by Mr. Rick Santa. (1942) weapons carrier, David and Janet Hanks. Welcome to the parade. And I think I used to ride around in one of those vehicles. Not quite that old. Next is a 1944 Willis Jeep, and it's driven by Dick Owens. Next, a 1942 Burma Jeep, driven by Pat Sano. Number 16 is a Schwimmwagen, German amphibious Jeep, and it's driven by Gerhard Wall. Welcome, Gerhard. Number 17, a Corbett missile truck, driven by Mr. Ned Ongaro. Welcome, Ned. A 1942 Army Jeep. And that's driven by Mr. Mike Pelfini. Mike, welcome. A 1942 Ward LaFrance Wrecker. That's driven by Mr. Jim Schaefer. How you doing, Jim? Pleasure to have you. And of course, riding around in that BMW sidecar with Mr. Ed Meager, that was Mr. Joe Garbarino. Number 21, Swiss Mountain Dogs of Northern California. The Burmese mountain dog and their short, hi June, their short-haired cousins, the Greater Mountain Swiss Mountain Dogs, also known as Swissies, are two of the four Swiss Mountain Dog breeds that originated in the Canyon of Bern in Switzerland. All of the Swiss Mountain Dog breeds are tri-colored. The Burmese are the only breed with a long coat, while the Swissies are the largest of the four breeds. The Berner Schuhund, as they are called in Switzerland, and the Swissies were used by Swiss farmers as all-purpose farm dogs. They guarded the farm, drove the cows to and from their mountain pastures, and pulled carts with milk cans to the dairy and the markets. Modern Berners and Swissies retain many of these instincts. Berners and Swissies make wonderful companions and are great family dogs. Their mild temperament makes them prized for therapy work with elderly and children in medical care facilities. They are natural working dogs and can often be found competing in obedience, agility, tracking, and herding trials with their owners. Today, the Berners and Swissies are shown off their carting skills. Also accompanying these great dogs are their human companions and Duke, a non-Swiss canine friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the Swiss Mountain Dogs of Northern California.
Good, Hugo.
And Mr. Hugo Ascenti from Novato. How you doing, Hugo? A group of 35 people who come together only one time each year. Of course, it is for the Novato 4th July Parade. They are happy just to have some for themselves and to bring some joy to the spirit of the parade. Their convoy is comprised of vehicles from Company A of the 579th Engineer Battalion, the California National Guard in Petaluma. The Humvee just passed. That's driven by Sergeant Compost. A semi with a 40-ton trailer driven by Staff Sergeant Jimenez. And Herbert driven by Specialist Lau. Welcome, the Petaluma National Guard. Thank you. Happy 4th. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you. Next up, Tom Kina. This is a 1948 International Farmall Super A, driven by the son of the original owner. This unit was purchased new in Petaluma and used every year, including 2002, for plowing Novato property. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Kina. That thing's in better shape than I am, Tom. How you doing? Pleasure to have you. Next is from the Fireman's Fund Insurance Company. It's a 1923 Model T, and it's a Ford. It's a fire truck, Novato #1, driven by Jeff and Peggy Post, and RT accompanied by Bruce Fieldberg in his 1931 Model A Ford. Bruce Fieldberg, ladies and gentlemen, in a beautiful 1931 Model A Ford. Coming up next, the Second Chance Rescue. Second Chance Rescue is a volunteer group concerned with the welfare of dogs and puppies. They provide education, rescue, and adoption into reasonable homes. The dogs on the float were all rescued from high-kill shelters. Second Chance Rescue saved more than 900 dogs last year. Please spay or neuter your pets to prevent unwanted animals. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Chance Rescue.
Thank you.
Number 44 from the Novato Unified School District. This float represents the Novato Unified School District. Inside one of Novato's new school buses are kids, parents, and district staff members from several of Novato's finest schools. Ladies and gentlemen, the Novato Unified School District bus. That's Hamilton, Loma Verde, Lou Sutton, Linwood, Olive, Pleasant Valley, Rancho, and San Ramon. Next up, from Creekside Village School, The Tykes on Trikes from Creekside Village School signify a unity of children between the Novato and the world. The globe, the music, the flags, and the children represent that unity. The world is shrinking and is indeed a village. Ladies and gentlemen, children of the world, hi Dave, from the Creekside Village School. How are you? Good to see you, Anna. Welcome, Creekside. Well, that's a whole big group of people right there. I didn't know there were that many kids in Novato.
XL.
The future leaders of tomorrow coming out of that school today. Next up, number 46, H. Lane Vaqueros 4-H. It's a local Novato 4-H group. The girls riding the ponies range in age from 9 to 16. 4-H stands for Hands, Heart, Health, and Humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, H. Lane Vaqueros 4-H Club. And as you notice, they're all dressed in red, white, and blue. Outstanding group. And you can't forget the people behind. They worked the hardest. The Narration Committee. Let's hope that someday we'll be able to reopen our theater for the community. Let's get those lights turned on.
I was a young boy, I played the Silver Ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball.
Captain! A 5, 6, 7, 8!
Elton John, eat your heart out. As the sign says, all the world's a stage. Let's get that theater open. Next up, it's the Ignacio Rotary Club, a 1956 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, entered by the Rotary Club of Ignacio and driven by Mr. Doug Berlin. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
You've been working out.
I want the car.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only do these people do this, but they do an awful lot in these communities, not just the Ignacio, but the Novato Rotary. They spend a lot of time working. Next up, from Complete Auto Body. Complete Auto Body is a family-owned and operated since 1987. They utilize the most current state-of-the-art equipment available, computerized frame equipment and baking spray booths. All techs are iCar and ASE trained mechanics. All major insurance companies utilize Complete Auto Body, and you should too. Look at this outstanding PT Cruiser. The flame job alone takes hours and hours of time to do. All work is warranted for as long as you own your vehicle, and you'll get that in writing. Next up, Don Leeson. This automobile is a heritage Mercedes-Benz 500K Cabriolet. The original of this car was made for Marlene Dietrich prior to leaving Germany. It was delivered in the United States in 1936, and this model has since been referred to as the Marlene. It is powered by a 350 short block engine and has a Hurst shift. The spoke wheels, ladies and gentlemen, are original. Next up, the Novato Mothers Club. It just seems year after year they get just a little bit bigger. The Novato Mothers Club has over 200 members. The Mothers Club is involved in many community projects, including the reopening of Pioneer Park. They offer activities for children throughout the year, and they get involved and meet other moms just like you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Novato Mothers Club. And whatever you do, don't forget the festivities down at Marion Park at the end of the parade. So we'd like to see you all there. We don't want to see a twilight zone here this year. We don't want you to disappear. We want to keep you here. So please head on down. We've got a barbecue, a rock and roll band. We have tons of stuff. We have food and entertainment going on, and for the kids too. Next up, the Cold Stone Creamery. Cold Stone Creamery, Novato's ultimate ice cream experience. Opening soon in the Square Shopping Center, located at Novato and Wilson Avenue. Welcome to Novato.
Here you go. Want the cold
Cold
Here you
food,
go.
ice cream,
Take a cold Oh.
Next up, a place that I enjoy eating at quite a bit is the California Grill and Rotisserie. California Grill and Rotisserie's catering truck and portable barbecue, cooking their famous rotisserie chicken and ribs. The California Grill is owned and operated by the Stephen family for the last 6 years. They wish to thank the citizens of Novato for all their support. So stop by Marion Park. After the parade, they'll be grilling barbecue chicken, burgers, and hot dogs. Ladies and gentlemen, California Grill and Rotisserie. Next up, number 54. It's the Rolling Hills Stingray Swim Club. They are our very own Stingrays. They are coached by the fabulous Tom Evers. The Stingrays consist of 230 swimmers ranging in ages from 5 to 18.
Skipping to number 56, Cub Scout Packers and Parents, North Marin Water District.
Next up, from the North Marin Water District. Their question is, where would we be without the North Marin water? Well, probably pretty dry and thirsty about right now. Ladies and gentlemen, North Marin water says take out grass, get money. The next entry is Jazzercise. And I'm sure there are a lot of us could use this. Jazzercise, held at the Novato Community House and throughout Marin County, holds classes mornings and evenings, accompanied by Gary Goodman and his 1941 Ford convertible. We wish you fitness, friendship, fun, and a very happy 4th of July. Thank you, Jazzercise. Oh, look at that.
Negative fat. You eat it, it sucks the fat out of you. You don't even have to exercise.
I just heard that that's what you call a non-exercise pie. You eat it and it takes the fat right out of you. They really need to market that. Ladies and gentlemen, Jazzercise. Our next group up, the Novato Human Needs Center. The Novato Human Needs Center is celebrating 30 years of neighbor helping neighbor. Founded in 1972, the center continues to provide food, housing, transportation, and employment to those who need a little help. The center would like to thank the community for their support and to invite everyone to attend their 30th anniversary gala. That's a luncheon on September 26th. Call the center for details. Ladies and gentlemen, the Novato Human Needs Center. The next group coming up looks like on a gelati truck. I think it's Tom and the Cats. I've had the pleasure for the last 6 years working with these ladies and gentlemen at Nostalgia Days. And you know, the nice thing about it, I get to work with some of the most talented people, like our judges, our committees, every year, and it's always so much fun. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest rock and roll band, our nostalgia band, Tom and the Cats. Oh, wait a minute. That's Hertz Rent-A-Truck. Hi, Hertz. Thank you. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, buddy? Now, if you want to see more rock and roll, you head down to Marion Park right after the parade. They're going to be there to play for you. The next group up from Birkenstock. Welcome to Birkenstock Entry. Birkenstock is located just north of downtown Novato and is one of the largest employers. What began as a garage business has grown to a national distributorship. They were instrumental in popularizing the electric footwear from Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, Birkenstock. The next group up, pack number 427, Cub Scouts. The boys and volunteers of Cub Scout pack number 427, led by Cub Master Al Coddington. Ladies and gentlemen, pack 427, building character for the future. Our next entry, number 62, from the YMCA Child Care. The Marin YMCA Child Care and Summer Camp designed this float, Peace Starts. The YMCA, the children walking represent people from all over the world where the YMCAs are located. The Marin YMCA has 4 child care sites, 3 which are located in Novato. Summer camp, which is located at Indian Valley College, and many other programs that build strong kids, strong families, and definitely strong communities. Ladies and gentlemen, the YMCA Child Care Group. Happy 4th of July. What great singing from the YMCA Child Care Group. And if you look at their float, it does show diversity from around the world. The next group up, Ito's White Tigers. Pat and Charlie Patterson are driving Ito's White Tiger fire truck. This 1974 Hendrickson Pierce fire truck was originally built for Syracuse, New York. It also has a 55-foot ladder. Also riding on the truck is Miss Foster, who is, from Ito's White Tiger. And they are being followed by Mr. Ito and Mr. Genzo, and they're White Tigers. These are students from Ito's White Tigers. Ito's White Tigers students range from age 6 to 67. Ito's White Tigers provide instruction from Kempo Karate, Tai Chi for self-defense, health, and fitness. You can find them here on Grant Avenue at the Old Scooters Pet Shop. You are encouraged to stop by and say hello. Hi, Robert. How are you? Next up, from the Novato Historical Guild. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to know anything about the history in this town, you go there. They have it. It's on display at the museum. They're sponsoring the musical entry of the Novato Music Association as an example of the cooperation between two Novato cultural arts groups. Inspired by the theme, Novato Stands United, this historical group was founded with the Novato History Museum in 1976. Its purpose is to support the museum with volunteers and funds, and also to help preserve Novato's history. The Novato Music Association was founded in '74, and enjoy singing are invited to join. Is a longtime Marin resident and has taught at several local colleges, as well as being the director of the Islam Opera Productions today. They are singing music from American composers, including The Valley of No Regrets, Heirloom Variety Garden Tomatoes, Green Zebras, Yellow Boys, Pink Ladies, Melons, and more. Come support your local organic Marin growers. Eat fresh, eat locally, and eat seasonally. From the farm to your table, make sure to visit Marion Park after the parade to get fresh strawberries and peaches from the farmer's market. Our next entry is this giant hamburger. Now this is from Henry's Burger Shop. A salute to the all-American meal. Sam has returned after being gone for 2 months. So stop by Henry's and say hi. Remember, eat American, eat at Henry's. Next group up. Pack number 75, Cub Scouts. Novato's Cub Scout pack from Olive Elementary School. 25 boys and parents led by Steve and Jeannie Dutra. Ladies and gentlemen, Cub pack number 75. Pack number 75. Next up, Gus Strimi in this 1955 T-Bird stock V8 engine. It is driven by Gus with his daughter Janet and grandson Dominic. Ladies and gentlemen, hey Gus, how are you? Good to see you. I'll still trade you my convertible for that one. Oh, you're not going to do it? You know, one of these days you will. It's a pleasure to have you, my friend. Happy 4th. Uh-oh. Not this group again. No, not this group. From the Novato Chamber of Commerce. A 1994 Mustang. It's owned and driven by, well, Suzanne's not driving that car. You did it again, didn't you, Suzanne?
We're the dented car division.
You're the what division?
The dented car division.
I see, the dented car division. I'll buy that. Also on board is our president this year, who's done an awful lot to get the community together, the city, the chamber, and also DOTPA, Miss Denise Athos, our president 2002. And I think sitting on the other side over there, kind of trying to hide from me, is Felicia. And who else do we have in this car? Judy Costa. Hi, Judy.
Pat Kamiker.
Oh, hi, Pat. This is Pat Kamiker. Ladies and gentlemen, your Novato Chamber of Commerce working hard to bring Novato together. You'll see them at the end of the street today. I think you have a tent set up over there. Got a lot of great information. Yeah, that stuff. Information for you. So we'll see you down there. Happy 4th. Next up, Dog Bone. Dog Bone is a California nonprofit corporation established to construct and maintain Dog Bone Meadow, the fenced 2-acre leash-free park in Novato. With the cooperation of the city of Novato, Dog Bone's mission is to better the social and recreational environment of Novato for dogs and their owners.
Happy birthday, America.
Thank you. Bring your dog and visit Dog Bone Meadow at O'Hara Park on Novato Boulevard, just west of San Marin. Hi, how are you? I didn't know you were going to be walking your dog in the parade. Who's that in front of you? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the one walking. I see. Next up, the Novato Family Martial Arts. Novato Family Martial Arts specializing in developing Novato's children into quality human beings through self-discipline, perseverance, and self-confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Novato Family Martial Arts.
Attention, sir! Yes, sir! Double rows, go! Left face, go!
Attention set! Yes, sir! Right position! Hey! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3! Spark count! Hey! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3! Spark count! Hey! 1, 2, 3, 4! Take it set! Yes, ma'am!
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I got you.
Hey!
Whoa!
Hey!
That's it, I got you. Oh! 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 Fighting stairs!
Hey! Hey!
One more, one more.
Hey!
Yeah!
Hey! Hey!
Go, 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 go.
Hey! Last one! Hey!
Right face! Marching rows! Thank you!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Novato Family Arts. That's a group not to mess with right there. How you doing?
Novato Family Martial Arts.
Oh, martial arts. Next up, you probably recognize this group. I think they've been here before. This is the Northern California Basset Hound Club. Here they come again. Over 100 Basset Hounds from all over California for the 4th annual Basset Waddle for Rescue. There are Bassets here that have come as far away as Redding, Reno, Fresno, and Riverside. The official Hush Puppy dog leads the way as Redding, and don't forget to wave to the older Bassets riding on the pooped pup truck. That's back in the rear. The Basset Hound is one of the oldest of the French hunting dogs. Bassets are scent hounds that can track small game over long distances with great endurance. Many of the dogs you see here today were adopted from Northern California Basset Hound Club rescue programs. Some of the Bassets are AKC Conformation and Obedience Show champions.
And Fresno.
Oh, and Fresno. I think I got that in there. The owner of each of the dogs has paid a fee to waddle in his walkathon. Each dog has a sponsor and has collected pledges payable if the dogs finish the waddle. And of course, they all finish. Tired dogs can ride to the finish on the pooped pup truck. Each year, the Wattle raises enough money to support the club's rescue activities. Last year, the Northern California Basset Hound Club had a hand in the rescue of over 80 basset hounds. Each year, the club chooses a Wattle king and queen. Look for them on the float behind. Queen Bess was rescued from the Santa Rosa shelter on the day she was to be euthanized. Today, she is honored as the Wattle Queen, and she represents all the other rescued bassets. If you see a basket wearing a red bandana, that dog came to their owner through the club's rescue program. After the parade, please come by the Northern California Basset Hound Club at the post-parade activities, again at Marion Park. You can meet club members and pet the bassets. Oh, and by the way, the hush puppy will be there too. Ladies and gentlemen, the Northern California Basset Hound Club. That's what they got here. Oh, it's Miwok. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to be at Marion. It's going to be at Miwok Park. Practicing your princess wave, I see. That's good. Can the dogs do that? I want to see the dogs do that. Oh, this is the pooped pup truck, right? I see. Are they really that tired, or are they just kind of faking it? You don't think they're going to fake that one, do you? Our next entry, number 73, is Mr. Nick Camber. That's a 1948 International Harvester Farm All Club, or Cub actually. It was owned and restored by Nick and Karen Camber of Novato. Designed in 1947 to provide a smaller, less expensive tractor. The engine is a unique 59.5 cubic inches, which produces big 10 horsepower. That means you'll be out in the field a little bit longer than normal, but that's okay. The offset design with the steering and operator on the right was to improve visibility under the tractor. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nick Camber. The next group up, the Mortensen family, a 1970 280 Mercedes SE Coupe, driven by the Mortensen family, Heidi and Gary, have been elementary teachers in Novato for over 20 years. The Mercedes is beautifully decorated with red, white, and blue. Novato Republican Women Federated. Novato Republican women and young Republicans stand united with President Bush and the United States in our war on terrorism. Is Troop number 42, Boy Scouts of America.
Present arms. Order arms.
Please help us with a warm welcome for the Scottish Scouts and Scout leaders visiting Novato while on Marin Scotland Exchange. Boy Scout Troop 42, headed by Scoutmaster Craig McCurdy, together with Troops 1 and 101 of Marin, are hosting 37 Scottish Scouts and leaders while on their visit to Marin County and other points of interest in California. This is their second time participating in Novato's 4th of July parade. The Marin Scotland Scout Exchange began in 1996 with Marin Scouts visiting the Falkirk area of Scotland, followed in 1997 with the Marin Scouts hosting the Scottish Scouts. The exchange was repeated again in 2001 in Scotland when 24 Marin Scouts attended a European Scout Jamboree where over 800 Scouts, I think it's Mr. Garbarino again. This is Garbarino 2. Number 2 here is 1941 Willis Jeep with blue lettering. It's the 442 Regimental Combat Unit by Mr. Joe Shiro, driven by him. This, ladies and gentlemen, was one of the most decorated units in World War II. Gentlemen, I salute you. Number 22 is a 101st Scout vehicle. Al Rays and Dennis Parsons of the 101st Airborne Division. The Screaming Eagles. Number 23, it's a bomb truck from the 101st Airborne Division. Doug Colbert. Welcome, Doug. The next entry is a 1942 Chevrolet 1.5-ton cargo carrier, and that's driven by Mr. Scott Graham. Number 25, an Army Jeep, number 8A46 with machine gun mount on it. That's driven by John Vilpana. Vilpiana, sorry about that. George Keating? Oh, Frank Keating from World War II. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand. Next up is a 1940 Dodge ammunitions carrier driven by Mr. Brian Adams. A Swedish Jeep with German markings driven by Mr. John Harding. Number 28. Obviously, 1942 German Kubelwagen, that's driven by Walter Yakolev. That you? We'll take it. Number 29. It's a 7-ton Mack truck with cannon. That's driven by Mark Saldovini. Mark? A 1942 M20 driven by Paul Rappa. And there goes Mr. Garbarino again in that beautiful little sidecar. 1938 BMW. A 1941 MB, or M8 actually. It's driven by Bob Zidek. Welcome. Number 32 is a 1954 maintenance truck driven by Mr. Bob Penn. Next up, a 1942 M3 General Grant tank driven by K.C. Murphy. Right behind that, number 34. We have a 1941 Stewart M5A battle tank, driven by Mario Gianni. Next is a 1944 M18 Hellcat tank destroyer, and that's driven by Anton Giannani. Number 36, a 1944 Sherman tank. And that's driven by Gary Gelati. Hey, wait a minute, we got the mayor back up there. Next up, a 1950 M47 battle tank, driven by Mr. Frank Shapiro. Number 38, M60 Patton battle tank, driven by Mr. Ed Nave. Number 39 from Garbarino 2 is a looks like 65 rubber landing craft, a 1941 Universal Bren carrier driven by Kevin Barr. Number 40. A 1943 Duck amphibious cargo and troop carrier, driven by one of the Gelati transport drivers. Welcome to the parade. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Garbarino, year after year, brings all of these wonderful vehicles up to the Novato parade first. So we'd like to thank Mr. Garbarino and his group.
To our number 41. That's Rosie the Riveter. And this is Rosie. Rosie. And the Harley was the first.
Here we go, the 1942 War Harley, driven by Jim Williams. Hi, Jim. We knew you were hiding somewhere back there. Oh, you're not going to throw it, huh? Yeah, hey, I'll be good. I promise. I'll be good. Only for a little bit.
It's just a pellet gun. This is fake too.
I sure hope so. I haven't seen those since Nam.
Really?
No. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. Coast Guard Pacific Strike Team. U.S. Pacific Coast Guard Strike Team. They're located at Hamilton Field here in Novato. This is their 32-foot Munson. This vessel is used during oil spill operations to deploy containment booms. The team also responds to hazardous waste material releases, with recent responses including the cleanup efforts at the World Trade Center and the anthrax attacks on the U.S. Capitol, Washington, D.C. The people dressed like spacemen are in chemical protective clothing level A. Ladies and gentlemen, your U.S. Coast Guard Pacific Strike Team. In your life, the Nave Patrola. Let's give these guys a great big hand. The Nave Patrola, under the leadership of Bob Nave, has been marching for 34 years. They are a comic World War II marching unit from San Rafael, California. The members are made up of the Nave family and a group of fun-loving people. The only qualifications are that you have 2 left feet and indulge in neutral spirits. They have won numerous first prize awards in comic and specialty events. Their antics bring laughter and tears to the eyes of the viewers. They have marched in San Francisco, Reno, Red Bluff, Carson City, McLeod, Concord, Redwood City, Point Reyes, San Anselmo, and San Rafael, just to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nave Patrola. Now, they really do have 2 left feet.
You're looking good, Rich.
How you doing, Rich?
Hey, Chad! Go ahead.
Two. Attention. Hands salute. Left. Hey. Right. Hey. Left. Hey. Ready. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nave Patrola. Aha.
Need more men up there carrying that bike. I got heavy. Two. Attention. Bobby. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Vemos subir de fiore che venta la montagna.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great big hand for the Nave Patrola. Our next entry from Willow Tree Stables. Willow Tree Stables presents the Willow Tree Wild and Woolly West Show featuring Buffalo Bill Cody, Annie Oakley, Calamity Jane, and Wild Bill Hickok, Wyatt Earp, Matt Dillon, Pocahontas, Frank and Jesse James, Black Bart, Sitting Bull, the Hole in the Wall Gang, and the Wild Bunch. Butch Cassidy, the All-Star, Cattle Annie, Little Britches, Billy the Kid, and Judge Roy Bean. Ladies and gentlemen, the Willow Tree Stables. And there's that Wild and Woolly West show back there. Ladies and gentlemen, Willow Tree Stables. Our next group, the Novato Horsemen. The Novato Horsemen have been a part of Novato's community since 1945. They sponsored the long-running Western Weekend and Parade until its demise in 1978. Novato Horsemen is one of the largest of the few remaining horse associations in a county which used to have as many such groups. Their largest fundraiser is July 20th. It's a black tie and jeans affair. Today, they are featuring Melissa Marsh singing for your entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Melissa Marsh. Ladies and gentlemen, little Miss Melissa Marsh with the Novato Horsemen. How you doing? Looks like we have a stall back there.
Yeah.
There you go. The next group from the Christian Life Church Youth Group. Let Freedom Ring is the theme of this float. As Americans, we tend to take our freedom for granted. We are free to think, believe, feel, and do what we want, while in many other countries, that's not the case. We want our float to be a reminder of to every American in Novato that to give is better than to receive. It is time for us Americans to let our freedom ring loudly to those places where the sound of freedom's bell is not so easily heard. Our young people carry a world in their hearts and would like to share this love with the people of Novato. Ladies and gentlemen, the Christian Life Church Youth Group. Uh-oh, it looks like a city council agenda over here. Uh-oh. I'm glad I'm not on the city council then.
You and everybody else.
Oh, I see how you are. You know, I know that familiar voice under that.
Wild Bill McDill.
That's it. That's Wild Bill McDill under there?
Yes, it is.
Pardon you, why? What'd you do? Hey, Bill, how did you get into that job?
Every once in a while, so you're fortunate enough to find a job you can handle.
I see. So you really have a handle on it then, huh? Number 84, Cindy Dumman. It's a 1957 yellow and white hardtop Nash Metropolitan. It's owned by this Novato resident who has owned it for 35 of its 45 years. It has a 4-cylinder Austin engine and manufactured in Longbridge, England. The body was designed here in the United States and built in Birmingham, England. Next up, Lloyd Andrews, Hamilton Post 540, the American Legion. This is a 1941 Seagrave ladder truck, ex-U.S. Navy, also auxiliary fire department. The Boy Scout Troop 27 and Cub Pack both are sponsored by Post 540. The flags that they are handing out were donated by Post 540. Some of the members are riding in the trailer, which was donated by the 408 Sonoma Voucher 338. What's that?
A horse got reared up on a little wagon that none of these people saw. But reared up several times. I'm thinking that my car's wagon very long, and
Yeah.
they hit it.
Huh.
Yeah, they were on the other side of the street, about 10 feet down the road. Like, oh, that's
Okay. The Novato Bowman's Club. We present to you the Archers of the Northwoods Bowman's Club. The club has been an active member of the community since 1954, providing archery opportunities in Marin from the young to the old. Beginners to experts, it has provided archery training to the youth of Marin through the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Novato 4-H Club, and the Marin Academy High School and other organizations. The next up is the AAUW from Novato. With their umbrellas twirling, the American Association of University Women is furthering opportunities to young women and girls. Founded in 1881, the AAWU is a leading advocate for educational equality, lifelong learning, diversity, and positive social change for all women. This year, 5 young women received the Novato AA. Pipe band west of the Mississippi, founded in San Francisco by Irish immigrants. It exists to keep alive the traditions and cultures of Ireland here in America. Ladies and gentlemen, the San Francisco Irish Pipers Band.
Bass drummer. Like an old buddy. He played against Larry and I. He went to Washington. No way. He served the firefighter. Well, he had to be a firefighter.
The next group, Remax Marin Professionals. Kurt Propus is driving the Remax Signal Red Porsche with the Remax balloon in back seat. Kurt and Verna Eisen are the dynamic duo of Remax and Marin Professionals. Their motto is always above the crowd. And when you think of Novato real estate, think Remax. Next up, Susan L. Ernst. Susan Ernst is president of Ernst Associates Incorporated. It's a business located on Grant Avenue that specializes in hospitality, consulting, and appraisal, hotels, restaurants, and etc. The passengers are her grandchildren. This 2002 PT Cruiser is a modified cruiser made to look like the 1940s Woodies. The car has a vintage rod grille, running boards, and a wood kit, white walls. And all 12 changes have been made from a standard PT Cruiser. Notice the surfboard and the license plate, PT Woody. Our next up, this is Walt Ernst. Walt is driving this 54 Bel Air convertible. It was restored beginning in 1995 from a neglected wreck. Sure doesn't look neglected now, buddy. The restoration has been done from the ground up, including frame, engine, and interior. Since 1955, this vehicle has won over 25 first and second place awards in car shows. The owner, Walt Ernst, can be really proud of this vehicle. Thanks for coming, Walt. Next up is a group from the Novato Elks Lodge, 2655. Members of the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks. Novato Elks Lodge is the 2655, was founded in 1983. Ladies and gentlemen, the Novato Elks.
Thank you. Everybody, please have this.
Next up, Rainbow Seamless Gutters. This entry from the College of Marin Indian Valley campus is sponsored by Judy Costa of Rainbow Seamless Gutters. They would like to salute the past, the present, and future students of Novato's community colleges. The men and women you see here have made the commitment to further their educations and have succeeded in learning new skills and earning associate degrees in many areas. Most of these alumni live here in Novato, raising their families and improving their futures. Thanks to the Novato community for its ongoing support of the Indian Valley campus. We believe that education is part of keeping America strong. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rainbow Seamless Gutters. Uh-oh, very sad-looking gentleman right here. Oh, no, he's happy now. He's happy.
Smile.
Next is the Episcopal Churches, St. Francis and the Novato Nativity. Novato St. Francis Episcopal Church in Marinswood.
Right after the Episcopal churches, we're going to stop to pray for a second so the clowns can perform.
Together they pray for the unity and the core of all forms of worship. Beautiful silk, earth tone banners carried by the Episcopal Church members are adorned with symbols of the world's major religions. Among the religion emblems displayed are those of Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Native American and Afro-lingual traditions, tofu, Shintoism, and Unitarianism. And bringing up the rear are banners from local churches. A golden cord running up the 300 feet length of the entire emphasizes these churches' commitments to finding the common thread, binding all people in a shared reverence for that mysterious divine presence that brings us hope and gives us peace, awakens love, and provides the promise of freedom under God for all. Happy 4th of July. Now this is really going to set first aid back a long way. I sure hope they don't try to stuff her in that box.
2,000!
Nothing!
This'll do it. This'll do it.
Chicken soup!
We're skipping 94.
I think we're going to skip 94. I think they forgot their patient. Let's give them a great big hand. It looks like our patient survived. Next up, number 95, it's Beauty Store and Salon. This is a beauty store and salon's first entry in Novato's 4th of July parade. We do welcome you. This 1950 Chevy flatbed truck is carrying the sales staff and has been serving Novato for over 20 years. Located 1765 Grant Avenue in the downtown center. So come on in for your most complete source of beauty supplies. Next is Golden Gate Gifts. Here we have Novato's 2002 Mother of the Year, Kathy Boland, with her children. Kathy's 10-year-old daughter, Michelle, nominated her mother to be Novato's Mother of the Year, an honor bestowed by the Downtown Business Association. This entry is sponsored by Golden Gate Gifts. Visit Golden Gate Gifts for a wide selection of unique and popular gifts, including Italian charm bracelets, Department 56 villages and gourmet gift baskets, gourmet cookbooks, and much, much more. This beautiful horse and carriage is owned by Rich Shinazi, who's available for your special events. Ladies and gentlemen, Novato's Mother of the Year. Next up, the 69th New York Volunteer Infantry Color Guard, Company B. When the American Civil War broke out in 1861, thousands of Irishmen flocked to defend the flag of their new country. This 69th New York has a unit that was made up of entirely of Irishmen. At their inception in October of 1861, they had about 800 men filling these ranks. By December of the following year, 14 short months later, the official report stated that they had 52 left. In that short stretch of time, Company B earned 2 Congressional Medals of Honor and the reputation of being a formidable fighting force. Indeed, Confederate General Robert E. Lee himself gave this unit the nickname of the Fighting 69th. The men you see today are wearing authentic uniforms and carrying reproduction muskets identical to those used by the Union soldier during the Civil War. They traveled all the way from San Jose to Ukiah to march in this parade today. Let's give them a great big hand. They will be participating in the 3rd annual Civil War reenactment at Duncan Mills. Now, these two people here, I've had a chance to work with them for 7 years. They're great people, Don and Barbara Tornberg. 1937 Cabriolet Street Rod. It's a Corvette engine, leather interior, and it's a national show winner. By the way, this guy puts a lot of time and effort, along with Barbara, into Novato nostalgia days. Thank you. Entry number 99 is the Culligan Water Conditioning of Marin. Coming your way is the Culligan team of San Rafael. A special guest is the Culligan Lady. When she is looking to get rehydrated with delicious and refreshing Culligan water, she simply says, "Hey, Culligan man." Culligan is nationally owned and locally operated in Marin for over 42 years, specializing in water filtration, water softening, and bottled water. Culligan is here to serve all your water needs. A special thanks to Culligan for being the official water supplier in the 4th of July parade. Thank you, guys. It's a pleasure to have you. Hey, Culligan lady. Next up, the Novato Druids. The Novato Druids in their decorated vehicle were established in 1899. They're a fraternal organization of over 130 members whose service and donations support several local charities. Their motto is, "We stand for brotherhood." Uh-oh, they're getting dumped. That's a heck of a way to get rid of your membership right there. I don't think I'd stand for that back there. Ladies and gentlemen, Novato Druids, Grove number 113. Next up, Postmore Kennels. According to their site, it's a bed and breakfast and hair salon for dogs. Postmore Bed and Breakfast and Hair Salon for Dogs is presenting their float with the theme of Pull Together America and clean up those dirty dogs. These dirty dogs are getting cleaned up to celebrate this holiday. The animation on this float was done by Dooley Stitman, the same Dooley Stitman who created the Christmas House. And that display was in Marin Woods for so many years. Well, we really missed that one. He may be retired, but he hasn't lost his touch in making children smile. Happy 4th of July from Postmore Kennels. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I saw that back there. Sargent Landscaping's off-road race car, a 1969 VW Baja Bug. It's a father and son team. We have Ryan Sargent, the driver, and his son, Noah Sargent. Welcome to the parade. The next group up, Love to Dance and HealthWorks, Total Fitness. Dancing in the streets, Mardi Gras style. That's the theme from Novato's newest and best fitness facility. HealthWorks Total Fitness, located at 487 Entrada in Ignacio. HealthWorks Total Fitness has teamed up with Novato's premier choreographer and dance instructor, Tara Caprice Howard. Love to Dance Studio offers hip-hop and cheer funk to all levels and ages. The Love to Dance All-Stars perform at many community events, including the Art and Wine Festival, the Marin County Fair, parades, and many competitions. The Love to Dance All-Stars are currently looking for community sponsors to help pay for the uniform cost and competition fees. If you're interested in being a member of, or would you like to have Love to Dance perform at your event, please contact HealthWorks Total Fitness for more information. Ladies and gentlemen, Love to Dance. Ladies and gentlemen, the ladies of Love to Dance and HealthWorks Total Fitness. The next group up, the Novato Youth Center. The Novato Youth Center was founded 26 years ago and is dedicated to serving youth and their families. They serve infants to middle school age children in all day and after school daycare programs. Other services include on-site tutoring and counseling as well as sports leagues, school-linked services, and parenting workshops. The summer's program is now in full swing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Novato Youth Center. Good, how are you? The next group up from Peeney Hardware. They're the Peeney Hardware Plungers. I think they're hiding way back in the back right now. Are they hiding back there? This is Novato's own Peeney Hardware Marching Plunger Brigade with their classic 1931 Ford delivery truck. They are also carrying the New York City flag, honoring the 200th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty. This flag is on loan from the Marin Rod and Gun Club. Peeney Hardware has been serving this community for over 84 years. Their motto, we deliver. Ladies and gentlemen, the Peeney Hardware Plunger Brigade. Wait, who's driving that truck?
Chip.
Oh, is that Chip? No Clue Chip. Oh, no, Chip is your name,
Looking good, Chip.
not No Clue. Good to see you, buddy. Happy 4th. And this is what you've really been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. The Peeney Hardware Plunger Brigade.
Home Depot, come on.
Get a chance of driving this way.
Now you talk about unstoppable.
Back to formation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Peeney Hardware Plunger Brigade. And as always, they have Catherine driving that big old white truck. I tell you, you get all the good jobs.
See ya.
Next up, Morning Star Farms. Morning Star Farm Patriotic Equestrian Unit featuring the Morning Sun 4-H group, their mounted and unmounted members, and their friends. Ladies and gentlemen, the Morning Star Farms.
Ready? Ready!
Ladies and gentlemen, Morningstar Farm. Next up, from the Novato Lions Club. Novato Lions Club is a service organization. There are only 2 of the 12 Lions clubs left in Marin County. And I had the chance several years ago to belong to this group right here. I see Marty Musser still driving the car. How you doing, Marty? Pleasure. Who's that riding with you? Oh, is that Ed? Hey, Big Eddie. How you doing? Next group, Vinny Lamenka. Here we have a swing. Oh, that. Are you still with the host club? Talk about a boatload of talent. Still Lions Club. Right there. It's over there. Next up, Vinny Lamica. Here we have a 1946 Willis Jeep, fully restored to its original condition by its 3rd generation owner. Vinny Lamica. Inside is Ryan, the future 4th generation owner of this Jeep. From parades like this one, today's children can learn the source of their freedom in America. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. The next group up, Arthur Marthison. This is a restored 1942 Ford military Jeep driven by Arthur. It's a World War II U.S. Navy veteran, by the way, so we salute you. And he served on the battleship USS New Jersey and also at the Naval Air Base on the Intihuatana Atoll in the Marshall Islands. Accompanying him are his sons and grandsons in World War II period uniforms.
Next up from the Novato Tennis Club. The Novato Tennis Club, get out and hit some balls. That's what they said. Hey, you know, I'm just reading what they told me. It says on here, get out and hit some balls. Not clowns, not clowns. I just look at it. What a group, what a group. Next up, from the American Cancer Society, Relay for Life here in Novato. The American Cancer Society invites you to Relay for Life in Novato. Relay for Life is a fun-filled overnight activity that mobilizes communities across the country to celebrate survivorship. Remember those who lost their lives to cancer and raise money for the fight against it. Novato's Relay will be held at San Marin High School on July 20th and 21st at 2002. The Novato Relay for Life Committee hopes to see you there. Again, that's at San Marin High School, July 20th and 21st. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. Next up, number 114, the Marin Hunger Walk. Marin Hunger Walkers walk to end hunger in Marin and around our world for those who must walk many miles each day just to find food and water. Here at home, 25% of the proceeds raised go to Novato Human Needs, Homeward Bound, and St. Vincent de Paul Community Dining Room. A major walk event is scheduled for Sunday, September 29th, 2002. It will begin at 1:30 p.m. at Albert Park in San Rafael and will be held rain or shine. The Marin Hunger Walk is a 5 or 10 kilometer walk through San Rafael, whichever you choose. The walkers will be handing out flyers with more information. Come and support this worthy cause on September 29, 2002. Ladies and gentlemen, Marin Hunger Walk. This group is the Novato Open Door Christian Church Youth Band, along with their performing arts team, performing to the song, Let the Flame Burn Brighter. Novato Open Door has been in Novato for over 25 years, serving this community with meals for the homeless. They love Novato. You are invited to visit their new facility on Sunday mornings. And remember, everyone is welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Novato Open Door Christian Church. Next up, number 117, it's Novato Taxi. Here comes the Novato Taxi, a family-owned local taxi service for 15 years. The Carlsons, Patty, a Novato native, Dan, a 14-year Coast Guard man in the strike team at Hamilton, are owners of the Novato Taxi, along with Daniel and Sharon Carlson, or Sarah, rather. Thank you from Novato Taxi. Hey, it's good to see you. You know, again, before the next event comes up here, we would like to thank all of our volunteers. Without these people putting this together, we couldn't do a show like this. They worked very hard for the last 6 to 7 months. So if you do, give them a great big hand. All the people in the yellow shirts and our judges up here. I mean, these people really do work hard from the pancake breakfast all the way up to the parade. And please don't forget, after the parade, whatever the last vehicle is, or last entry, Marion Park for all the festivities that are going to be going on there. Number 118 is Old Navy. The Old Navy Red, White, and Blue crew. Happy 4th of July from Old Navy. Next up, from the County of Marin, it's the Easy Rider Shuttle Service. Easy Rider provides shuttle service for Novato residents. Look on the front of the tag there, or on the banner, it says 892-7899, and it is definitely senior friendly. Welcome to the County of Marin Easy Rider Shuttle Service. Number 120. This is Kenneth Hitt, or Height, I guess, either way, is a candidate for 6th Assembly District. We would like to welcome Kenneth. Erickson for Congress, too. Next up is the Marin County Open Space District. Welcome, gentlemen. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here. We again would like to welcome you down to Marion Park for all the festivities that are going to be going on down there. We'd like to thank our camera crews from NPAT Channel 71. We'd like to thank our judges again. That's Rod Wood, Bill Cope, Liz Terraza, and Tucker Forbes from Novato High School, and Dr. Jim Coddington. Wherever you go, whatever you do today, please be safe. We enjoyed having you here. Again, we'll be back next year. This is our 10th. As we all say from here, God bless America. Please be careful no matter where you go.